I'm fine. Yes.
You're fine, yes, I thought you would be.
Lies and I having a lovely time.
Have they died yet?
Yes, but all they've with me. Down my back.
So the green flag lap is underway. As I said, all of these cars of identical specifications, so a very evenly matched category indeed. It's produced since the very start of Formula Vauxhall Junior, some of the best single-seater racing we've seen in this country for some considerable time. I always think very much like sort of Formula 4 used to be.
Absolutely. Yes, just to explain why Ollie Wilkinson was where he was sort of halfway down the grid, because he got points for Harry Park last weekend, so that's how he got where he was, despite how he finished yesterday. The rest of the grid, i.e. the non-point scorers, got their place on the grid by their finishing positions in yesterday's race, opposed to what happened at Harry Park. It's all quite simple really, but that's how the grid worked out.
And for the championship week, or what happened before, it just was great on this.
Correct, precisely. Oh really? What's gone before is now, well, what's gone before
has gone before.
Has got preceded us, yes.
Oh, I see.
So, whoever wins the race wins the championship.
That's good. Well, to do that before, who invented that rather clever way of running a championship there? Did you invent that? Mrs. Birrell. I think it's very good. Nosing up to tuck right in behind the race leader, Alberto Jacobson, as they come down the hill. It's a 12-lap race into the sight of David Anderson for the first time.
So Alberto Jacobson leads David Faulkner, trying to find a way past him as they come down the hill into the old cabin. Faulkner hopefully having made a better stop than yesterday.
More space now as they go onto the top of the Grand Curves with Cacordi up into second place as they come down to you for the second time.
So down they come, Daniel Faulkner, then the new race leader, about to arrive at the old cabin with everybody else holding over second place. They go for Faulkner in this, up front in second place, so now it's certainly 2 or 3 lengths we could hold it, and the rest of them as they make their way through the old cabin for the third time, they're overtaking over here with Nielsen's car on the side of the road.
Faulkner giving a little bit of a turn on the straight there, perhaps by from Jacobson when they come into the sector on the close 35.88, an average speed of 94.71 miles an hour, 94.71, 152.43 kilometres an hour, and the fastest lap was recorded by the man who won the race, namely number 22, Ian
McMahon, and everybody who helped me here this weekend, and obviously the team. Thanks to Martin, Gavin, Marcus, and all the boys.
From the third row, good from 74, reading a safe part in his Escort Cosworth. Leaders coming down George Fortune for the first time in this 20-lap race.
So Lars Lavin is in the lead. Jeff Smith has squeezed his way through to second place now, ahead of Robert Redford. Is running a safe part, and then 5.6. Now just ahead of now. Now right down leading class A.
Thank you very much. Abbott leads.
With Jeff Smith in second place, and then closing on last lap.
Giving chase as they come down to for the first time in the second 20th lap.
Accident Seymour on very, very wide all over the grass on the outside of the LK. Rex still leads Coops, therefore gets off in the second place battle. And Gibbon Smith and Deron all get past Richard Seymour as well. He rejoins the car, but just a bit charging up through the field, having started at the back of the grid. So Robin Rex leads and a fair amount of distracting himself in the opposition as a result of Seymour just disappearing all over the grass on the outside of the LK on that opening lap.
Yes, but Robin Rex has grabbed Coombs fourth. Is Jeff Coombs Smith again back to fifth place. Del Delaron being chased now by Seymour. But side by side trying to go, and also plowing up through the field is Ian Mitchell.
And Marco putting Astra into the gravel trap on the inside of the LK, having gone off on the way down the hill. And Jeff Coombs Smith runs right all over the curve on the outside of the LK. He's very nearly made contact there with Graham Coombs, who was up alongside him correctly. But certainly the LK has been getting up 1 or 2. Oh dear, we just got David O'Gorman going on. So into the gravel trap goes Etienne Bernay, and I mean T-Bone is tearing that something Volkswagen Golf, horrible. Oh no, it's out.
Oh no.
Oh, no, no. Goodbye.
Gone. Well, that was Addison there. Well, we'll just do it all from up here now. He's not having a sob. It'll get better, it'll get better. So Robin Rex back with us again, with some damage in front.
Yes, he was the only one of the Marines. Still the match going on in 12 days on commercial. I think up at the moment with anything on his colours at Coppis, but still Robin Rex leads as further back Michael Leonard Jr. tries to find a way past Didier Noirhoff.
So the leaders are very nearly side by side. Moves up into the lead with Lionel Abbot's wheel, demoting in the process the earlier race leader Robin Rex. Leaders coming down the hill towards you for the fourth time.
Rex is third because Jeff Kimber Smith got past him as well. So Lionel Abbott leads, and in fact Rex may have a problem. Graham Coombs gets past him there. So Lionel Abbott leads, second on the road now. It's Kimber Smith third. Is Graham Coombs fourth. Then Robin Rex in this same line. And it's the leader of Del Delaron. And Robin Rex immediately falls away from that leading trio. So he might have a problem. And Roger Burrow quite a 5 feet off. A very good class A battle. Trying to find a way past the Astra and Michael
With VTEC this time, Roger really showing a lot more determination than he did in the earlier race. But I suggest, bearing in mind the distance of these races, that he may be punishing the tyres. Maybe just punishing the tyres of the Civic VTEC just a little bit too much. Leaders have completed their fourth lap in this second of 2 races, with Lionel Abbott just ahead now, as you said, just getting to the top of the road again. Roger Murray virtually pushing. Balls ahead as they get off the top of the hill down towards you.
Tail, they have quarters looking at the leaders because we had Lionel Abbott trying to find a way past Jeff Kimber Smith trying to find a way past Lionel Abbott with the LK. There's the tail there going through McLean. Jeff Kimber Smith trying to find a way up along the side. It was also very, very close to the back of the car. He went up towards the bottom curve. Still Abbott
ahead of it, but Lionel Abbott slips out very smoothly. He eases past the first Jeff Kimber Smith really
from that into Del Zero for the M3 is right up to him as well, as the leaders now make their way up after the grid, being away from the back markers. On the inside coming field end, which is very, very tight indeed, side by side into the corner, side by side coming out as well. But Bob notices ahead of the game. Mark Lavin takes the lead on the track, and then driving it. And now Graham Cooper is back again, gets the grid, side by side, second race, making the ball down to the right. Graham Cooper back in his third, so Mark Lavin somehow still leads to get the grid. Still rather concentrating the second place driver on the track. Graham Cooper is now right for Witham on the game in third with rest.
Onto the top of the grader curves. Once again, the Saab has the advantage there. Lionel Abbott leads Jeff Cooper Smith with Graham Cooper behind. And all of this is enabling Robin Rex to catch up with him as well. So you've got virtually a four-car race coming out towards you for the ninth time in the second half.
And this time Abbott and Cooper Smith both run a little bit wide using the curve on the outside of the road. Then because Graham Cooper still able to run to the top two. Robin Rex he got onto the grass on the outside of the circuit. He rested in a few laps to go. So again, Cooper Smith goes through into the lead. Cooper second is one for both Rex third. And last time rejoins the tarmac in fourth place somewhere. Drift and touch the brake. He's been getting more and more wayward through the LHAP in the previous lap. Really good safe off. Pulling away from Del Zero at the moment.
We wait for them to come into view as they break the chicane. Once again, there's the tail motoring as they turn into the right-hander. And Jeff Cooper Smith in easy has the advantage as they come out. There's Cooper. And then
to find a way past Jeff Kimber Smith, not into the corner. Kimber Smith runs wider than the three of them coming out. Still the Sapphire being able to bend off from him. Together ahead of Rex. Rather than in fourth spot, gets back in the upper of the game. Really good safe off going through in with race six.
win on aggregate by beating Graham Cooper, and is now in third place, but he's beginning to drop back.
Cooper is dropping back. Rex is now running to the tail on Jeff Kimber Smith. They make their way to the top curve. They're getting worse and worse, and that's it. Marlon Abbott got yet. When he is slowly but surely drawing closer to the top three, really good safe off going through.
With Cooper still there, he's still there with them. Now still smoking, but it looks as though he's been determined to try and keep going. Lionel Abbott beginning to catch up a little bit with the leading trail from a car which you've been working on for a couple of years. You started this development in the older shape car.
Correct.
And then transferred the technology and all the clever gizmos to the new model. Basically, what have you done?
We've worked on the engine with turbo techniques to produce a 450 horsepower engine, producing 505 foot-pounds of torque at 3,000 RPM.
With two turbochargers.
With twin turbos and a severely re-engineered internal build to the engine, giving engine strength.
Right, and in order to make sure it sort of stops and goes around corners and stuff like that, I assume that you have
Full race brakes on the front,
Right.
Standard Jaguar brakes on the rear.
then have to give you to turn it into that.
Well, the figures for the Jaguar would be maybe 20 per second.
Yeah.
New 3.2 is 29, so you could start at that. You wouldn't need a supercharged one, which is a bit necessary to do it again. I would say this car, we started on it, and a full conversion with the second phase body, which is still to go on it before Christmas, would be 35 on top, which sounds like money, maybe 80,000, but then it's 40,000 pounds cheaper than that's for
If you compare it, because I don't compare it as part advantage with extra turbo construction in some ways, but if you start comparing it with a big Merc,
yeah,
or a big BMW,
it's the same
which
car.
is here. Yes.
Thinking about it a bit more serious stuff.
You can't afford to run demonstrator models of what you build, because you can't have that amount of money tied up in sort of stock, so to speak, can you?
No, if we did, then the car would be a lot more expensive. Yeah.
So you flag the back off the agent, you say, could we borrow your car for a static display at the East Midlands Airport or something? And they say, of course you can. Well, I said to Peter, the man who owns this car, that very driven, but he was impressed with it, wanted to display it to its full potential. Peter is in aerospace spares. And it goes down a little towards you, it doesn't take very long to get there to the 15-lap race, final round of the RWB Championship. News for you.
Richard Dawkins is in the lead as he swings through the LHAP. despite having dropped back a long way down through the field, Warren Cook was well up just into the top 6, and it wasn't number 10 Mark Henney that hit the tar wall coming under Starkey's Bridge, and the marshals rushed to his aid, and the rest of the field make their way back towards you.
And there's a relay race here. 4 marshals pushed Johnny Williams' car halfway up the start line, then came from tired. So another 4 marshals have now pushed it a little bit further. It doesn't look as though Johnny's going to be going anywhere. Leeds coming into outside for the first time. It's Foley who leads with his second place third. Roderick on the 10th place.
So yellow flags down here, Mark Henney, badly damaged car on the side of the road there, Starkey's Bridge, especially the safety.
Third is John Kent, fourth is Gavin Cooper, piling down the hill towards you in a 15-lap race on their way.
So Ian Flux leads, as you say, Martin Short there in second place. Third is John Kent, is Gavin Cooper in all the good starts by Nick Creswell. In fifth racing, Mark down seventh is Bristol in eighth place, Martin Stewart, ninth place, leading by Charles Newman, just ahead of John Flux going well. Steve Cole not really making the same progress as you'd expect him to from the back of the grid. He's only managed to get ahead of a couple of cars so far as he approaches the trains, but Ian Flux looking to making 2 out of 2 leads from Short and Kent.
So as the leaders come out of Cobbles on to the Chris Lord, 8th is Stewart, 9th and 10th Cooper, Gresson and Cooper. Leaders coming down the hill towards you in a terrific race, it looks promising to me.
Yes, Ian Flux still leading, but only just. Short and John Kent getting much closer to him. Fourth is Gavin Cooper in fifth place now, on Sandown. Sixth is Cresswell, seventh is Chris Lord, eighth is still Martin Stewart, 9th and 10th Roderick, and then Charles Cooper with Rachel going on in seventh place, just leading by John McQuilkin. Still Ian Flux able to maintain his advantage as they make their way up to Cobbles with Martin Short quite well in the breaking there in third place as well. John Kent getting in the hunt, eager for a victory today, despite the fact he's already won the championship. Flux leads on Gresson, Charles Cooper behind him. They are being followed by Jason Young and Martin Short. They're cruising from 13th now. Ian Charles coming across the long way back to Nelson Road on the grid, so a good recovery
as indeed now back into the top 10 at the moment in Gen 10 race coming on 15 trials.
It sounded as though he had much Mr. Gear going to have a start with that time. If that wasn't the case, it hasn't slowed greatly. He's able to continue on days in fifth place with the yellow tassel having to fix headlights of those Jason Yeoman in sixth place, going through the difference Martin Stewart. Therefore, the run race of Lion John Cooper is 10th ahead of Martin Stewart in
Managed to avoid that was as easy as he normally manages to avoid by a correct car. And so, what that has done, however, has delayed him quite a lot. The battle for second place is much closer to him than it was previously, albeit by only about 2 seconds or so. Nevertheless, a heart-stopping moment for race leader Fluxy there before they turn in to Redgate. And so John Kent up into second place, Martin Shorter made into third, fourth is still Chris Lord, fifth is Bob Sand, sixth is Steve Cole now, having caught up with Mark Jason Yeoman. So Cole making a little bit better progress than Yeoman, Stuart Cooper, and now Martin Cross completes the top 10.
second place by John Kent ahead of Martin Short out of the old hairpin. Up they go now to the front curve. Martin Short looking to break there for the left-handed forward claims and still wants to try and retake second place, even though John Kent got ahead of Martin Kent and John Cooper. He's a real go to try and find a way from Martin Stewart in 8th place. Not bad with that lap shot then in this race. The early one as well. But Steve Cole, 6th place, is going to be straight 7th place. Should be safe because he's got Jason Yeoman quite behind him. That could well change. 6th place quite the end of that. Jason Yeoman is
Yeah, fifth is Bob Sands, sixth, but only just is Steve Cole, trying to edge alongside him. Right at the finish was Jason Yeoman, another young man who would have a few successful races he was stuck with it, I think. In 9th place, 40, which is outside, and I thought it was the gravel trap, but no, he's not. He's managed to rejoin, despite going way over the curves onto the grass, rejoined down further down the field. Leaders coming down to you, Mark Hines already with a sizable advantage.
Indeed, with Justin Wilson in second place and third at the moment is Roger Sakai, and they're all running behind him on the curve in fourth place. Driving up here in fifth place is Mark Wilson, sixth and seventh going through the dual racing cars, Ben Collins, Justin and his teammate Tim Mullen, with behind them leading cars being Kelly Rogers. But as you say, a very good first half lap from Mark Hines, already putting quite a bit of daylight between himself and the opposition, being led by having to find his way past Mark Wilson.
At the chicane, as they gather themselves together, though, continues at the tail end of the field.
Down the old happen over the third time comes number 3 Mark Hines, still in the lead, running wide there this time, all over the curve he goes, racing the Nelson, he does so, continues to lead with Justin Wilson, and Norris behind him, running up again, now is on that big good point, Tim Mullen in the 6th place, down to 7th place, all goes, number 7 Simon Walker, battle's going running Class B, and Amanda Whittaker is about to go down, is she to Myers Anderson, or the two of them battling their way up through Schrott's curve, now they swing through the right-hander of McLean, so good battle going on.
They go with Justin Wilson now right up there with Mark Hines. Hines has been being challenged really for the first time in this race.
Indeed, yes, Wilson was almost alongside as they came down the hill. He can't find a way past Mark Hines coming through the old hairpin for the 5th time in the lead. Wilson unable to get past there. That guy still back in third place. Hines coming to fourth place though now is number 1 back. What can Wilson do about Hines as they make their way into the lane? Still Mark Hines leads. Sakai running for second place now.
Wilson, as indeed so does Collins, defend third place from Sakai. That little group just splitting up a little bit at the moment. The last two, namely Karthikeyan and Mullen, really dropping off the back of it, just glancing further back down in last place. Kelly Rogers still leads Class B.
And Mark Hines pulling away once again from Justin Wilson as they make their way through the old hairpin. Wilson gets very tight with it. In third place now is number 1 Ben Collins down to 4th place. In 5th place, Mullen is in 6th and 7th though now. Position for Suter at the expense of number 7. Simon Goldwyn who drops down to 8th.
Towards you once again, 0.4 of a second between the two at the head of the field.
Yes, Mark Hines having had far more daylight between himself and the opposition last time, lost a lot of that. Justin Wilson is right there behind him as they come to the old hairpin. Wallace running wide onto the curve now. by.
Well, the red flags now come out at the start line as well.
So that means that Martin Donnelly's team have won both winter championships.
Martin Donnelly's team will won both winter championships. And Johnson is just saying, congratulations. Very good. So then,
What a shame. That was just getting
well, yes, it was just beginning to get yet more exciting. It's the best course in the first of 12 time.
Indeed, and a very tight battle it is, with Mick Cable just nosing through into the lead. Is it, as they come into the corner, freewheeling their way through? Peter Baldwin in second place. It isn't, in fact, Stephen Young who is in the lead. Baldwin in second, Cable third, Wayne Freyer is fourth. On this bit, Jonathan Floyd going through sixth, ahead of Mike Thornton seventh. Peter Allen is eighth, and Michael Jackson, who won the qualification race, is down in ninth. And of the mini seventh, it's Steve Bell in number 40, just holding off Dave Braggett in the blue motor.
In this championship at the beginning of the year pulls off opposite us. Stephen Young beats down the hill from Baldwin and Cable once again.
But only just, as they make their way down towards the Old Happy for the second time in this 12-lap race. Stephen Young up front, Peter Baldwin there in second place, Mick Cable still third. A great variety of lines being displayed by the leading quintet. Wayne Freyer is in fourth place, fifth is under 25 from the Floyd. Then there's a gap before Peter Allen goes through in sixth place. Seventh now Michael Jackson, eighth is Phil Harvey. Down to ninth goes Mike Jordan, with the top champion Steve Bell leads the mini seventh. So going to go drastically there was number 17, James Hayward. They're already getting away with it, and he's got side by side for the lead in the mini seventh. Dave Braggett going through on the inside of the curve, the outside of McLean, and therefore Steve Bell retakes the lead in the
The leading four in the mini 7 elements of this, covered by only about 0.6 of a second as they cross the line at the end of lap 2.
Now that he's got ahead, Peter Baldwin looks as though he's going to be able to pull away. Down he comes into the old hairpin. Still Stephen Young going through in second place, although possibly not for long, because Wayne Freyer in number 13 is now up to the third, and the expensive big cable is all over the back of Stephen Young. Still with Jonathan Floyd. Then there's a gap before Peter Allen goes through in sixth place. Seventh is Michael Jackson, who's much closer to Allen now. Eighth is Phil Harvey, ninth Mike Jordan, and up into 10th goes Nick Lemon at the expense of Francis Oakley, who drops to with Bell, Braggett, Heyman, Cullen and Banwell all coming off themselves. And, well, right down at the end of the lap, really.
All swiveling among
Wobbling, I think. No,
I know that's what you meant. I think that leading 5 stars in mini 7 comes on to the England in tears here. Outside, and at the head of the mini 7 group this time it's Dave Braggett once again. Bell is there behind him. Cullen, a little bit of a gap back to Heyman and Banwell. But Bell pulls out alongside Dave Braggett as they go towards the right hand of Redgate. He's going to be able to find a way past him as he is. Braggett therefore holds the advantage of the young one with you.
Peter Baldwin still leading. Stephen Young having looked on the inside as they get to wants to go, and he's going to be able to find a way back. Dave Bell gets the car totally sideways and drops back. Braggett goes all over the grass on the outside of the L-Happy. Bell takes the lead of the mini 7 up into second place to Robert Cullen. So third in the mini 7 Matthew Heyman, and Dave Braggett with a bit of smoke at the back of the car drops to fourth, so he's nearly ended his steers. Braggett won't be happy about that, and keep your eye on the smoke dropping to the back of Braggett's car, because that might herald his arrival in the pit.
Yeah, we can see that all the way over here. As Peter Baldwin hosts this view once again. Cullen is second, third is Braggett, fourth is Heyman, fifth is Banwell, sixth is Ray Lyles, up first comes 17 with Heyman, is James Heyman, in number 17 to sixth place, and he's the other one with you.
The mini meal is all safely through. Mike Jordan going through now ahead of Phil Harvey, Nick Lemon, and Francis Oakley completing the top 11 places. And oh crikey, here come all the sevens with Steve Bell still leading. Dave Braggett is down in control, and Bell is back to the lead of the class. We've got the inside is Robert Cullen, side by side on the starting sprint they go. Cullen will have the inside line for the left-hand group across the curve. Starting Bell can stay on the outside of him. That gives him the inside for McLean. He does so. Dave Braggett is right up with them as well. So as they turn into the corner, Bell retakes the lead in mini 7s with Robert Cullen right there behind him, and then Dave Braggett. Maybe as we
Going straight across the podium, he's obviously very keen to be on it. They're coming down the hill towards you. Wait one, because I'm just going to get the race leaders back. Baldwin's extended his advantage over to you.
Heyman's all off over the curve and over the grass, so that means that Steve Bell leads. Robert Cullen is second in the mini 7. Braggett is third. Matthew Heyman is ahead of James Heyman, and then Dave Banwell advances in, all running together. But it won't last like that very long, because Braggett is on the inside of Cullen as they get to roll together. But Steve Bell is still leading the class somehow. Maybe your update.
Not terribly exciting, though.
Yes, Bell leads and Braggett is second, and then there's a gap before one of the Heymans comes into view, which I think is number 7. Matthew Heyman is third in the mini 7, and Steve Bell runs a little bit wide, touching the curve on the outside of the old hairpin. Dave Braggett's right behind him, all over the grass goes Martin. Third of the 7 is Matthew Heyman. Then we've got James Heyman right behind him. Dave Banwell is 5th, then recovers in 6th. Braggett doesn't go to get the lead of the class, and he wants to go through. He goes on the inside into the lead of the mini 7 battle, and he
maintains that advantage all the way through McLean. So Dave
Chicane, and here they come. And at the head of it this time is Dave Braggins, but he's not because Steve Bell squeezes past him as they come out of the chicane. James Haven and Matt Haven is fourth, fifth is Dave Banwell, sixth is 49 is. And there are 8 cars in that group, so we've sort of snapped 2 out somewhere. Mark Simpson is who's in that group. We've lost a couple somewhere along the line, and I think one of them is just second, third, fourth, fifth in Minimelia. They're going to catch up the other lot, which is the next corner. So that could be very entertaining.
Well, they're setting it up on their own because also about to get the curve again. Braggins, Bell, Matthew Haven, James Haven and Dave Banwell is the top 5 in Mini 7. Despite the smoke from Dave Braggins' car, Steve Bell has caught up with him once again. There's the tail, they go to McLean. And
He's got any cars?
Coppins down to McLean.
Very worrying. Because they were a lot of here we go. Right, so the Mini 7 group is about to beat the state flat. Emerging from the chicane now. Braggins leads from Bell, James Haven, Matt Haven, Dave Banwell and Mark Sims. 9 in that group now. And as stated, and just onto the top of the crane occurs is the battle for Minimelia places.
Indeed, Dave Braggins still leads the 7th with Steve Bell in second place. They make their way now through the old hairpin, running wide onto the curve there. Steve Bell, third of the Mini 7th as they make their way under Starkey Bridge with Matthew Heyman. Up into fourth there goes Dave Banwell because James Heyman is his therefore to drop back. It's a bit both Braggins and Bell start to smoke, and Peter Baldwin, once he's got past another 2 cars, will be behind the Mini 7 battle. Dave Braggins still leading it as they make their way now up towards the right-hander of Coppice. So the 2 class leaders will very shortly be on the same straight heading down to the chicane.
Can I go home now?
No, because
Fifth in Mini 7, Graham, Lloyd, Cable and so on catching up with him, is lost, I would say, as they come down the hill towards you. Now the computer tells me that we've lost out to that group. Well, no, they've just had a little shuffle, which is that Jonathan Lloyd's moved up to third and Cable is fourth.
Peter Baldwin now past all the 7s who will go down one another again. Braggins just ahead of Bell, then we've got number 7, that being Matthew Haven ahead of Dave Banwell, or rather alongside Dave Banwell because he had a look on the inside of Schwann's curve. Bell is still trying to find a way past Dave Braggins as they go through the right-hander of McLean. Now, Peter Baldwin escaping into the distance, and the rest of the Mini 7 contingent taking off live and try and work out how to get past all the 7.
Really was the one who got caught out as far as Minimelia placings was concerned there, because he got a little bit caught behind the Bell, Braggins and Banwell's battle. However, he has recovered. Baldwin leads down towards you for what makes the more than 5.5.
And bouncing all over the curve in second place is Stephen Young, third Wayne Graham, fourth is Mick Cable, fifth Jonathan Lloyd. That's the easy bit. Then it's Bell with a rather dented right-hand side from Braggins in the 7th battle, and Peter Baldwin leads the Melias, and he's about to win.
Oh, that's it. Yes.
I think so.
That's might be good. So we're waiting to see the yellow and blue Mini of Peter Baldwin. Many times the race winner. This will come as no new experience to him. He takes the checkered flag. Peter will be delighted. Finishing in second place in Minimelia, Stephen Young. Third in Minimelia is Wayne Graham. Fourth is Mick Cable. Fifth is Jonathan Lloyd. A gap back before we see the winner of the Mini 7 battle is Dave Braggins. Second is Mike Jackson. Second is Dave Bell. Steve Bell, wrong person. Michael Jackson was in the wrong bit, wasn't he? So second in that group, then Steve Bell. Third